Today we're going to be looking at the new Speedpaint 2.0 mega set from the Army Painter, as well as theorizing about the latest Arks of Omen from Games Workshop. All this and more in this week's Hobby News. I'm Angela, you're watching Hobby Night, now let's get to it. Just look at all of those brand new colors that are coming in the Speedpaint 2.0 mega set. I am very excited to see the announcement about this. It's something that I talked about previously when we had discussed the update from the Army Painter about their 2.0 lineup for the Speedpaint in regards to them talking about how they had reformulated everything and the reactivation problem is no longer a concern. I was like, cool, that is awesome. What are the new colors we're getting? Well, now they have revealed all of the new colors and they are looking gorgeous. Let's talk about what we're actually going to be getting in this new mega pack, which you can start picking up April 22nd of this year for $199 USD or your regional equivalent. Now we're getting a lot of colors in here, 50 different colors, 45 of which are going to be brand new colors, including 3 which are going to be those new Speedpaint metallics that we talked about previously, and I for one am very intrigued by these. I have no idea what they're going to actually behave like. We've seen the previews, but I feel like sometimes paints look different in real life than they do on camera, and so I really want to get my hands on these and actually see how they behave. Am I going to like them more than just using speed paint and contrast paint as a non-metallic finish? Am I going to prefer the metallic finish? I don't really know, but they're coming in this set and I'll likely be picking it up. Now, alongside of that, we're also getting a huge variety of other new colors. Some I'm very excited to see. We're getting a lot more blues, a lot more greens, and most importantly, we're getting some more purples, a color that I felt was very lacking in the first round of Speed Paint, and it's really nice to see Army Painter expanding that and giving us more shades as well as highlight colors in this particular formula of their paint style. Alongside all of these 45 brand new colors, we are getting 4 of the original colors, which I did notice as I was looking at the back of the Speedpaint Mega Box before I had read any articles about it. I went, wait, isn't that an old color? Did they just are they renaming some of them? I don't really know, but no, we are just getting brand new colors, and then they're going to update the formula for the 1.0 lineup as well. We are also getting a Speed Paint formula bottle in there, so you can mix that in and add it as a medium to your paints if you need to thin them a little bit more. On top of that, all of these bottles are going to come in with the 2 mixing balls, which I really like. This is something Army Painter talked about doing as something to enhance the experience of using their products, and it's going to just make shaking up the bottles a lot easier, so I'm happy to see it. And in addition to that, you of course get a paintbrush. As I mentioned, this is coming out April 22nd and is going to be costing $199 USD or a regional equivalent. Now in September, there is going to be seemingly a price hike where it's going to go up to $210 USD or your regional equivalent. So if you're wanting to get it at the best deal, pre-ordering it might not be a bad idea, which you can do now. Or you can hold off until its actual release date and pick it up at your friendly local game store if that's your preference and still get it at that cheaper cost, but it will be going up closer to the holiday season, so it might be good to get it now. I, for one, am definitely going to be grabbing it. You're going to be seeing content covering Speedpaint 2.0 on the channel, so I hope you'll be looking forward to it. Next, I want to go ahead and talk about an upcoming Kickstarter that has me incredibly excited for my friends over at Game Theory Tables. They have 2 brand new gaming tables, one of which that comes with LED lights and the other that does not, that is coming to a upcoming Kickstarter later this month. The 2 tables, let's go ahead and talk about them because I'm a big fan of Game Theory Tables, gaming tables, and I think these 2 are very, very cool. We've got the LED Origins, which is going to have LED and UV lighting options, which I think is really cool because some of the paints that they use in their fabrics are fluorescent, which means that it's going to glow amazingly. I just think that would look really cool on a wargaming table with like a kill team or some sort of cyberpunk games spread out. Like, I just think it look amazing. And you can pick this table starting at 1,999 USD. Now, if that's a little outside your budget, maybe you're looking for something that's a little bit less, then I have the perfect gaming table for you, the Meeple's Champion, which is coming in at 999 USD. This is your quintessential gaming table, and the thing that I really like about Game Theory's gaming tables over other companies is the surface that they have in the table that you can actually play on. They use the same kind of surface that you see in Las Vegas on the poker tables, and if you've ever played in Vegas, you know that picking up cards off of that surface is so easy and it's so nice, and that's exactly what you're getting in these tables. So I, for one, am quite excited about this new Kickstarter. It's not available quite yet, but I've left a link in the video description and you can turn on notifications if this sounds like something that you might be interested in.
The young warrior, and a light gutters in the endless black. It may scourge the red tide, it may drown beneath its waves.
We haven't talked about Games Workshop or their Arks of Omens in quite some time because, frankly, I thought that they were getting a little bit repetitive and sharing information that we mostly already knew or had it sussed out, and they weren't really adding anything for us to really theorize about. Until the latest Arks of Omen tarot card, which is the Young Warrior. In this particular tarot card reading, we see a young warrior who is wielding a Tau blade, which is really cool, leading a horse that is also decked out in Tau-themed armor, guarding a crossroads. And the text over top of this, or the overlay, the voiceover, is talking about how this young warrior is either going to be crushed beneath a red tide or prevent one. And I think we all can assume that this is referring to Commander Farsight of the Tau, as well as him coming into conflict with Angron and the World Eaters. But I want to dive a little bit deeper into this because I have some bigger theories as to what this might be leading to. Obviously, I do think we're going to be seeing a conflict between the Tau and the World Eaters, specifically the Farsight Enclave. Perhaps that this is a crossroads, it's going to be an important location in regards to its location to the Maledictum perhaps, but really what I think this is actually leading us towards is the overall plan that Abaddon and Vashtor have for collecting the pieces of the key. Because you see, I think that Commander Farsight's blade, the one that's keeping him alive, considering he is, I think, the oldest Tau that is alive. He's like 300 plus years old, and that's not how long Tau normally live. Well, this blade sucks the souls out of people and kind of give it to him, from my understanding, and that's what's keeping him going. Well, a soul-sucking blade sounds like it could be a piece of some big MacGuffin like a key that ultimately Vashtor is hoping to use to ascend to godhood. Well, this all really seems to be pointing that direction, at least to me, and this is where I think we might be going, and that might be one of the key pieces that Abaddon and Vashtor need. Now, does this mean that the Commander Farsight is going to hold on to his blade and prevent this key from getting into their hands? Or is he going to fall to them and this is going to be the first part of the key that they pick up? I don't really know. I'd love to know your thoughts on it, so make sure to tell me what you think is going to be happening down in the comments below. Hey guys, I just wanted to jump in and let you know that I've recently started live streaming. So if you never want to miss those, or if you've been enjoying the content you're watching today, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon for notifications. Now, let's go ahead and jump back to the video. Last but not least this week, I wanted to come back to Paizo and Pathfinder because Paizo, after the Open Gaming License saga, is coming out swinging. They recently put up on Humble Bundle a bundle that you can pick up, 3 different tiers as options, that can get you started playing Pathfinder 2.0 if it's something that you've been interested in and you're feeling a little burned by Wizards of the Coast. Now, there are 3 options for this bundle that you can grab, starting at a $5 option, which will get you up to 7 PDFs, including the core rulebook, the Pathfinder 2.0 beginner box set, the bestiary, as well as the Lost Omen World Guide, which when I was working for Games of Berkeley, that book released and I remember selling out of it a lot and it being a very popular book. So it's really cool to see them include it as part of this very inexpensive bundle to help get people into Pathfinder 2.0. On top of that, you of course get some character sheets, some printable pawns if you want to print those out instead of using miniatures, as well as an additional one-shot. If you get any of the additional tiers, you'll get additional content on top of that, but you'll still get those 7 original PDFs. I think this is a really good deal, and Humble Bundle is just a great source of really inexpensive and reasonably priced products that you can pick up and end up enjoying for a lot of time, whether it be video games or tabletop games like this. Now, part of the proceeds that are going from this Humble Bundle are going towards the Code for America, which is an organization that helps municipals and governments implement programs based on open source software and open source software solutions. I think this is really good, and it even ties back into the Open Gaming License saga and their feelings, I think, towards how this should have been handled in the first place. I hope this is successful for Pathfinder, and if you are looking to get into the game, maybe check out the Humble Bundle, which is available now. I've left links in the video description below. Alright, that has been it for this week in hobby news. Do let me know what you think of the colors coming in the Speedpaint 2.0 lineup from the Army Painter, as well as your theories about the latest Arks of Omen that we got from Games Workshop. In the meantime, I do want to give a huge thank you to my patrons for making it so content like this can continue to happen. Without your guys' support, we wouldn't be doing this, so thank you very, very much. I have been Angela, and I hope you have a wonderful hobby night.